Hello, Cosmic Cousins. Welcome to the season finale of Cosmic Cousins. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a moment, but for now, I would just like to say I'm sitting here cuddling with my new puppy, Biji, and his middle name is Cazimi, which is an astrological term that indicates when a planet lines up with the sun. That's a Cazimi. So, here for the Pisces New Moon, it's a Cazimi. The moon lines up with the sun. And so, happy Pisces New Moon to you. So you may have noticed that I said that, Biji just sneezed. Hi, bud. I woke him up from his nap. So a little bit of announcement for you. This might come as a surprise to some of you all. And it kind of is to me in many ways, although I've kind of been feeling this coming for quite some time. And it just feels really supported on the Pisces New Moon for this to be the season finale. And so after 3.5 years of podcasting, it is with the utmost mixed feelings of gratitude and sadness that I have decided to put this sacred podcast offering on an indefinite pause. I launched the podcast during the Virgo New Moon in 2017, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and now closing it out on the Pisces New Moon of 2021, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, 3.5 years later. And so, yes, Virgo and Pisces are these polar signs. So it feels like a deep honoring and a poetic closeout to what has been a truly rewarding and fulfilling experience. This decision, it comes with a great deal of surrender and trust in the unknown, which is part of the invitation for us on this Pisces New Moon. And so I'm offering it to you as also a teaching opportunity. And I feel that in order for me to grow in new ways, I need extra space to rest and reflect. And so this is definitely not goodbye. It's very likely that the podcast will continue on in new ways in the future. Perhaps this autumn I'll be ready to relaunch with a whole new vision. But for now, it is uncertain, and I have to give myself that space for uncertainty to not be on a timeline, which this is quite Piscean. Pisces takes us out of the timeline, and you can think of a spiral, the symbol, the sacred spiral of evolution. And so Pisces is about connection to realms that don't work with time. So, for instance, I always think of this time of year, Pisces season, time becomes an illusion. The days start to get a little bit longer. And then even this weekend, the hours will jump forward, and we jump forward an hour, so daylight savings time. And I always find that, kind of amusing that during Scorpio season and Pisces season, the times change mysteriously, both of these water seasons. But in the case of Pisces, it's taking us into the light, particularly if you're on the northern hemisphere, right? We're going into spring now, and so mutable water at the end of this season, mutable. And yeah, so on this Pisces New Moon, it's my hopes that we all gift ourselves permission to let go of whatever is no longer serving us, to ebb and flow with the tides of our soul, even if that feels scary or unknown. And so this decision to, stop this podcasting regularly, I've been releasing it. I started the podcast out releasing it every week. And then I switched to doing every other week for the new and the full moon. And so it's been such a consistent part of my life and your life for the last 3.5 years. So I just want to acknowledge that. And so that feels scary to let go of, certain structures that are no longer supporting us. And so for me, with this new space that is created in my life, I'm hoping to immerse myself in writing. There are a number of books inside of me on both the tarot and astrology that are ready to be birthed. And spirit is starting to get really loud with me. So I must heed the calling, and I'm also looking forward to spending extra time bonding with my new puppy, Biji Cazimi, and also cultivating new relationships in my life. And so this Pisces New Moon, it's reminding all of us to connect with the more emotional realms of this human existence. But for now, just to finish out the update, this is the season finale. I'm not going away, just putting a pause on the podcast, but I don't know when it's going to come back. So if you'd like to still learn from me in 2021, I'm still offering one-on-one deep dive astrology readings all year. And I'm also hosting a monthly gathering live on Zoom called Cosmic Shift. And that's on the first Saturday of each month. So if you'd like to gather with me live on Zoom, click the link in the show notes, Cosmic Shift. And yeah, we can also stay in touch. Follow me on Instagram, stay subscribed to the podcast, subscribe to the newsletter, and I'll keep you up to date on what's going on with me through these platforms. And it's likely I will release an episode here and there when I feel the call. It just will not be regularly on the new and the full moon. And so, again, thank you for your support. It means the world for me, for you to be here in this way. And it's truly been an honor to be of service for you in this way. And so, yeah, so thank you for being here. I did not introduce myself. If you're new here, welcome to the season finale. My name is Jeff Hinshaw. I am an astrologer and tarot reader, teacher, and author. And it's an honor to be here. And today we're going to talk about the Pisces New Moon, this end of a massive karmic cycle. So let's go ahead and bring our awareness to our body and our breath, and let's tune into this Pisces New Moon. I dream, I surrender, I release. I dream, I surrender, I release. On each episode for the new and the full moon, I have been offering you 3 phrases that I'm just intuitively feeling into that are helping us to connect to the energy. And so for this one, I dream, I surrender, I release. You can pull a tarot card for each of these phrases. You can write about them, elaborate on them, reflect on them. I even like to say them as a little mantra, like go on a little walk, just say it to myself. I dream, I surrender, I release. So, for this Pisces New Moon, as we were saying earlier, we're finding ourselves at the end of a massive karmic cycle. This is always true with Piscean energy. It is the final astrological sign of the zodiacal wheel. But particularly this new moon for a few reasons. For one, it's in the later degrees of Pisces. This Pisces New Moon is at the 23rd degree. So look to your chart. What do you have around the 23rd degree of Pisces? What do you have around the 23rd degree of Virgo, the polar sign? This axis is really getting hit up on this new moon. But anything at the 23rd degree, if you have Scorpio or Cancer around the 23rd degree, water sign, this is trine the new moon. Anything in Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo around the 23rd degree. But particularly Taurus and Capricorn, this means it's sextile, this new moon. And if you have anything in Sagittarius or Gemini around the 23rd degree, then it's squaring this new moon. So take a look at your chart and see how this new moon is creating an opportunity for deep release, but also new beginnings. And so the actual date for this new moon, it is early in the morning, Saturday, March 13th, 2021 at 2:21 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, I dream, I surrender, I release. The tarot cards we can use to meditate on this new moon, the Pisces cards, which is the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. I use queens and pages to represent mutable energy, and cups, of course, is water. And then we also have the Moon card, which is Pisces soul growth, and then the Hanged Man, or the Hanged One, or the Tethered One, many are upgrading this to, is Neptune. This new moon is conjunct Neptune. It's also conjunct Venus, so you might want to put the Empress card out too if you're working with the tarot. So here on this Pisces new moon, right, end of massive karmic cycles, you've likely been feeling this shift in your life. It could be very physical. I have noticed physical things in my life that represent the end of the cycle, but Pisces isn't so much about the physical world. So if you've been feeling this shift within yourself, end of a cycle, coming to some sort of sacred honoring and closeout, perhaps it's in ways that you're unable to fully articulate. Either way, give yourself permission to ebb and flow with the tides of your soul. Breathe into the water in your body. Pisces rules over the water in the body and also the water on this planet. Connect to the feet. Pisces also rules over the feet. Trust in the call for greater space and deeper rest in your life. And let whatever the new vision is, whatever the new dream is, let the new vision of clarity to emerge in its own time. Pisces rules over things like mist and fog. And when mist rolls in, there's nothing we can do to change that. You kind of have to surrender to it and then let the fog clear on its own. And so Piscean energy, it can sometimes be in this space of not knowing, but feeling some sort of deeper calling. And so the new moon, it's the dark night, right? No moon in the sky. It's not visible. So new moons, always we are reminded to quiet, to soften, to listen. They're a gentle pause, a surrender to the unknown. Pisces rules over liminal spaces. A liminal space is a threshold. It's a place in which we touch base with a gateway between this world and the other world. And so one of my favorite liminal spaces to connect to the energy of Pisces is the ocean. And so bring yourself in visualization to the edge of the ocean. This liminal space of where the water meets the shoreline, this is Pisces. A liminal space, a threshold, a gateway between this world and another world. This new moon is conjunct both Venus and Neptune in Pisces. So Venus is at the 19th degree, Neptune at the 20th, Sun and Moon at the 23rd degree. So they're all hanging out with each other, and this is quite a crew. Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces. Neptune is the planet of other worlds, of spirituality, of music and dance. And it's the higher octave of Venus. Neptune is universal love, and then Venus is a very real, tangible love. It's like relationship, money, the items that you own, the earth, fashion. This is Venus, nature. So we have both of these planets of love in Pisces hanging out with the sun and the moon. This is quite beautiful. We do know there's a shadow expression of all planets and signs, which we'll get into in a moment. But with the new moon conjunct Venus and Neptune in Pisces, there is a deep soul love that is available to us at this time. And for some, this may feel magical and enchanting. Open yourself up to fateful new spiritual connections and relationships aligned with your ever-evolving higher self on this new moon. Connection to God, to Goddess, to your spirit guides, the dearly departed, and any other benevolent forces. This is highly supported on this new moon. And if you don't have a connection to this, new moons are times to really set new intentions, to plant new seeds of deeper connection with Source, Neptune, but also in really tangible, real relationships too, spiritual relationships. So taking a bouquet of flowers, Venus, to the ocean, Neptune to honor spirit, Pisces, and the unknown. This would be one way of truly honoring the energy of this new moon. It's important to note in the world around us, though, there may be an extra layer of fog. This is, Pisces is heightened emotions, and this is exasperated with Neptune and Venus here. This can be deception, delusion, self-sabotage, escapism, projecting in relationship onto others. So be mindful of drugs, alcohol, and other arenas where you may feel like you're more highly susceptible to negative or toxic influences or old patterns. This is also really deep energy. So feelings of depression, sadness, grief, exhaustion, and hopelessness may be very present in and around us. So know that about people in your life. Is there anyone that maybe needs an extra sense of support at this time? Do you need extra support? So if you feel lost or confused or alone, or really, we can think of the hangman or the hanged one, suspended in time and place, this is a time to pray. This is a time to realign with practices that are gentle and instill within you a greater sense of spiritual support and faith in the unknown. So the best use of this new moon is to carve out time to align your heart with the vibration of universal peace and compassion for all beings, everywhere. Whether this is through song, contemplation, or meditation, reach out to the spirit world. Spirit longs to connect with you as much as you long to connect with spirit. And this connection to source consciousness is really palpable on this new moon, and it's here to assist you in whatever deep transformation and release you're going through at this time. And so keep the hope and the faith alive. You are 10,000 reasons to rejoice, and there is a rainbow at the end of every storm. So for you right now, breathe into the water in your body, and let's reflect on our Queen of Pisces. So if you're new to the podcast, it's kind of ironic because this is the season finale, but if you're new here, we worked on a project called Zodiac Queens, and this was in 2019, and we crowned a queen for each astrological sign, and Queen of Pisces is the Queen of Soul. Nina Simone is our Queen of Pisces. And so she offers us a window into what the human manifestation of Pisces might feel like for us in all of its glory. And so Nina Simone inspired so much of the soul-centered Piscean traits. So I'm going to share a few of them with you. So, loving kindness and compassion releases the bind of karmic imprisonment. A deep well of empathy processes the emotions of the collective. Pisces is collective water. Deep well of empathy processes the emotions of the collective. Loving kindness and compassion releases the bind of karmic imprisonment. So I'd like to read you some lyrics from one of Nina Simone's songs. And, imprisonment is a theme of Pisces. It is, being stuck in karmic patternings, but learning how to set oneself free. And so this is from the song I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free by Nina Simone. And these are the lyrics. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish I could say all the things that I should say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole world to hear. This next line is so Piscean. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart. Pisces is about dissolving the illusion of separation. I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart, remove all the bars that keep us apart. I wish you could know what it means to be me. Then you'd see and agree that every man should be free. I wish I could give all I'm longing to give. I wish I could live like I'm longing to live. I wish I could do all the things that I can do. Though I'm way overdue, I'd be starting anew. Well, I wish I could be like a bird in the sky. How sweet it would be if I found I could fly. Oh, I'd soar to the sun and look down at the sea. And then I'd sing, 'cause I'd know, yeah, 'cause I know, yeah, how it feels to be free. So right now, we have Sun and Nina Simone.
I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart.
And New Moon, conjunct Venus and Neptune, and Nina Simone.
Wish I could break all things that bind us apart. Wish you could know what it means to be me.
I mean, you can just feel the love that's coming from her, and it's a deeper love. It's a love for all things, and she's channeling it through her music. You know, Pisces is connected to music and song. Anything that allows us to express these deeper parts of ourselves without perhaps using words. I mean, in this case, she's using lyrics, but it's playing the piano. So you can think of all of the keys of the piano as all of the unfolding infinite amount of emotions that Pisces rules over. Pisces is infinity. It's all things. And so I want to play this last clip of this song, which, by the way, you can check it out on YouTube. It is incredible. And this is her, it's a live performance. So just type in Nina Simone, I wish I knew what it'd be like to be free. And what I'm so struck about with this performance, and particularly at the end, is that she improvises, right? Pisces is a mutable sign. Mutable energy is all about improvising, which, by the way, the 4 mutable queens in the zodiacal wheel are the 4 queens that are musicians. Interesting. Also, the 3 water queens are the 3 queens that have passed away from this earthly plane. So Nina Simone is the one queen in the zodiacal wheel that is both a musician and has passed away. And so we're honoring the spirit of Nina Simone, our queen of Pisces. But yes, at the end of this performance, she improvises, and she even says in it, "Spirits move in me." And then she starts to create new lyrics to the song. And these lyrics really speak to the soul. It takes us beyond, what was already planned, which is what Pisces does for us. And so I'd like to play the end of this clip as a prayer for you on this Pisces new moon, and a prayer for peace for all beings everywhere, and as a opportunity to thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning into this show each week and on every new and full moon. It has been truly an honor to be here with you. So let's listen to this final little clip of our Queen of Pisces, Nina Simone, here on this dark night of the Pisces new moon.
I found out how it feels not to be chained to anything, to any race, to any faith, to anybody, to any creed, to any hopes, to anything. I know how it feels to be free.
Thank you so much, Cosmic Cousins, for tuning into the show. After 3.5 years, it's been such a wild ride with you all, and I'm really looking forward to giving myself a break to recalibrate and to refocus my energy. And again, this is not goodbye. I'll still be around and likely will be posting new episodes, but for now, I will be going on this sacred sabbatical to deepen my connection to my writing. And I hope that on this Pisces new moon, you are finding the courage and the strength to tune in to the call of spirit Again, if you'd like to work with me this year, I am offering a monthly Zoom gathering called Cosmic Shift. And that is the first Saturday of each month. And I'm co-leading it with my dear friend and soul sister, Adriana Rizzolo, who is an incredible embodied teacher. And so, yes, the next gathering will be on April 3rd at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we'll be honoring Aries. So you can come to one gathering, you can come to all 12. If you missed Aquarius and Pisces, you can still listen to those recordings, and so you can sign up for the whole year. And so again, that's Cosmic Shift. There's a link in the show notes. And also, if you're a Patreon supporter, thank you so much for your generous support. Without you, this podcast would not be possible, and so your monthly donation has been put on a pause for the time being while I'm on this sabbatical, and I'll be reaching out to you personally within the next few weeks with more information. As always, Cosmic Cousins, I'm wishing for you a magical and restful Pisces New Moon. Take sweet care, and remember, deep breaths.